Sharks, sharks. Let's read about sharks. Sharks, sharks. Let's read about sharks. There are over 300 types of sharks living in the oceans today. Scientists keep finding new ones. This is the whale shark. The whale shark is the biggest fish in the world. It can grow to be longer than a moving van. Every once in a while, a whale shark will wash up on the beach, and people will come from all over to see the whale shark. The whale shark is a huge, big shark, but it is very gentle. It lives by eating tiny plants and creatures, some so small you would need a microscope to see them. Whale sharks swim near the top of the water, and they move very slowly. Sharks come in all shapes and sizes and colors. Here are a few. The smallest of all the sharks is so tiny that you could hold in your hand. That's called the dwarf shark. Here, this shark swimming near the ocean floor is called the carpet shark. And this shark, whose head looks like a hammer, is called a hammerhead shark. Sharks are fish. Yes, they have gills, they breathe in the water, but they are different than other kinds of fish. All fish have scales, but most fish have flat scales all over their body. But a shark's scales are pointy and rough. If you touched a shark, its skin would feel like sandpaper. They are not smooth, they are rough. Sharks are not like other fish in this way too. Most fish float. If a fish stops swimming, it will float to the surface, but not a shark. If a shark stops swimming, it will sink to the bottom of the ocean. And sharks have many rows of sharp teeth. Look at all these teeth in this shark's mouth. When a shark bites down hard into something, like right here, it's eating this eel. That shark's going to eat that eel. Sometimes it will lose a tooth. Sometimes it will lose 5 teeth. Sometimes it will lose 10 teeth. But don't worry. If the shark's tooth gets stuck in whatever it's eating and the shark loses its tooth, sharks can grow new teeth. Yeah, it's true. If a shark loses a tooth, it just grows a new one. Here's another way that sharks are different than other fish. Most fish in the ocean have babies by laying eggs, but not sharks. Most sharks, not all of them, but most sharks give birth to a live baby. Yeah, their baby, when it comes out, their baby is alive. Some shark mommies stay with their babies, but other shark mommies will swim away. It will have its babies, and then the baby sharks swim away, and the mommy sharks swim away. From the day that the baby shark is born, sharks are wonderful hunters. Yeah, they're good hunters. They have a good sense of smell. They can smell so good, and they can hear so good, and they can see so good. Did you know that sharks have ears? But you can't see them. The ears are in its skin. The shark hears through its skin. And Sharks can feel movements in the water, so it can tell when a big fish is swimming nearby. A lot of times, sharks are not very hungry. Yeah, that's true. They're not very hungry a lot of the time. They can go days and weeks without even eating. But when sharks do get hungry, they will eat almost anything. They will eat all kinds of fish, squid, and ocean animals. Some sharks will even mistake boats for whales. This cookie cutter shark glows in the dark, and it likes to eat parts of a whale. But sometimes, because sharks have very small brains, it will mistake a big boat, a submarine, floating in the ocean for a whale, and it will try to eat the boat. Boats that float in the ocean, people are on those boats. And sometimes people don't make good choices when they're on boats, and they drop a lot of garbage into the ocean. And the sharks and other sea animals will eat the garbage. It's not good when ocean animals eat garbage. One time, a scientist found a shark and looked inside its belly. And inside its belly, it found all these things: a jacket, a purse, pumpkins, cans, a suit of armor. That's not food. Sharks want to eat animals. They don't want to eat garbage that people throw in the ocean. Sharks like to eat ocean animals. Now, sometimes people think that sharks are mean, but sharks are not mean. Sharks just have a tiny brain, and they have very sharp teeth, and so they want to eat other ocean animals when they're hungry. What would happen to a shark if a shark didn't eat? Yeah, it would die. A shark has to eat to be alive, and a shark eats lots of ocean animals. But sharks do not eat people. No, a shark doesn't want to eat a person because people don't live in the ocean. Sharks want to eat seals and fish and sea turtles, jellyfish. Sharks do not want to eat people. But if you go into the ocean and there's a shark nearby, don't go to the shark. Don't try to pet the shark. Yeah, it's a wild animal. Stay away from the shark. But sharks are not mean. They just want to stay alive too. And so they stay alive by eating other ocean animals. This is another type of shark called the great white shark. And the great white shark can live to be like 50 years old. The end. There's the shark dorsal fin out of the water. I hope you liked learning all about sharks.